Hey guys, it's Weds. I'm going to show you a simple setup that you can use to go from level 2 to level 3, which means world tier 3 with a barbarian. If you are someone that is trying to play the barbarian class and you're wondering what setup you need to use, then this will help you tremendously. We're going to go over the gear with the aspects that you can use. You don't need too much work. All of these aspects can be found in the codex. That way it makes things a lot easier for you, and you can get to world tier 3 as early as level 40. And now before we continue, I am going to put a link in defaultbuilds.gg. that way you can follow the setup easier, and there will be timestamp in the description to make things easier for you to follow. So first we're going to start with the helmet. We're going to put the aspect of might on there. Again, this is in the codex, as you can see, so just go out there and get this and put it in your helmet. And then for the chest piece, we are using the disobedience aspect. Now you don't have to use any aspect if you don't want to, but this helps a lot if you're trying to get this as easy as possible. And for the gloves, this aspect right here is this one that you are do your best to get this and put it in your build, because this is gonna make killing the enemies faster with your hammer. And of course we are using hammer of the ancients, so it is very important to actually get this aspect and put it on there. And then for the chest piece, it is whatever you get, so if you can find a good aspect, just put it on there, but don't worry about it too much. And then for the legs, I am using the audacity aspects. If you can find this, just put it on your gear, but if not, just use any other aspect that you can find. But if you can find this one, it is a very good aspect. And then for the weapon, as you can see, we're not using anything, but we are using a two-handed mace. You don't have to use this one, but it is a very good one you can use. And then for the other weapon, you can use whatever you want. So if you have one with an aspect, just go for it. If you want to put an aspect on one, then just go for it. It really doesn't matter. It's just going to make things a lot easier. This is just what I found, and then it is there. And then for our third weapon, we are using a sword. It is what we found, so we're using it. And then on our fourth slot, we are using a two-handed axe. Now for the weapons, if you have any slot to put gems on there, just use the topaz one for the weapons, but you can use other ones if you want to. Really doesn't matter too much. Now for the amulet, we are using the Earth Strikers aspect. This one is also in the codex, so if you can go get this and just put it somewhere in your build, you should be fine. And this one, as you can see, is just a random aspect, so if you want to try to put another aspect on there, just go ahead and do so. Like the Edge Master aspect is really good to any build, so you can just put that on there. And again, that is another random aspect, so whatever you can find. Now that is it for the armor, so let's go to the expertise. And we are using the two-handed mace expertise, so this is what you see in the technique here. So that's the one that we are using. That's why we are using the mace as our main weapon. Now onto the skill tree, we are using the lunging strike. Again, like I said, everything will be in build.gg in the link, and you can just follow real fast. And we take enhance, and we also take the combat lunging strike. And then we go down to our core. We are using hammer of the ancients, and we take fierce hammer. And we also put some points in Endless Fury. Now down to our defensive skills, we are using Rallying Cry, and then we also use the Tactical Rallying Cry. Now down to our brawling skills, we are using War Cry. We only put 1 point in there. You can expand this if you want to, but we are early. We're only at level 44 when we did this, so we don't expand too much on there. And then we also put 3 in swiftness. We put 1 in aggressive resistance, so we can go down to prolific fury, as well as battle fervor, so we max those out. Down to weapon mastery, we put 1 point in a pit fighter. Now down to our ultimate, we take the wrath of the berserker, and then we go all the way to supreme wrath of the berserkers. And we put 1 point in Tempered Fury just so we can get to the Furious Impulse, and we max this out. And we also put 3 points into Wallop, and we put 3 in Brute Force. And then for our key passives, we just use Walking Arsenal. Now, those are the skill as far as level 44, all the points that we have. Now, one advice I can give you when you are leveling up your Barbarian, the best thing to do is just finish the seasonal quests first, and then just start doing those dungeons that have the aspects that you can use in the codex. So that is going to help you level up a lot faster. Now, once you get all the aspects that you need to incorporate in your build to get to World Tier 3, then you can just go ahead and then just go to the Blood Harvest area and then just keep farming this until you get everything that you need to level 50, and then continue on, and you can move on to bigger and better things. Anyway guys, that's all we have. Hopefully this is helpful. Thanks for watching. I will see you guys in the next one.